Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first ever crochet tutorial, so if you guys have any tips or advice on what you think I should change about this or what I should keep, please let me know in the comments. But I'm not going to take too long with this intro because I know how annoying it is. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this little basket thingy. This is the kind of yarn that I am using. I'm also using this much because I don't really know how much I'm going to need. I'm also using a 10mm hook and finally a stitch marker. So the first thing we're going to do is start with a magic ring. Now I actually can't do a magic ring. So all I do is I make a slip knot. And to start off my magic ring, I'm going to chain 1 and 2. Then in this circle here that we have created, we're going to do 6 single crochets. So to do a single crochet, you put your chain into the stitch. You want to grab your yarn with the hook and pull it through that first stitch. Now you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap your hook around to grab some more yarn, and you want to pull it through the first hoop and the second hoop, just like that. Now we're going to pull this little towel to close this big ring in the middle. So literally just pull it. And as you can see, we now have our very first row, which is literally just a round of single crochets. For the next round, we are going to do an increase all the way around. So we're going to do 6 increase stitches. Now an increase stitch is literally just 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So here is how it works. So you're going to take the hook and put it into both of the V shapes. Then you are going to bring it through like a single crochet, which I mean it is a single crochet, and then you're going to put it back into the same hook and do another single crochet, essentially just making 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. So we're going to do this the whole way around. This round we're going to do a single crochet and then an increase. We're going to do this the whole way round. This is our single crochet. The next stitch will be an increase. So this is just 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Now we're going to do this the whole way around again. So for the next round, we are now going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. So there's actually a pattern here, which is basically 1 single and then an increase, 2 singles and then an increase, 3 and an increase, 4 increase, etc. Okay, so that was my first single crochet. This is my second. Then we will do our increase, which again is 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and we will continue this the whole way around. Okay, now we are on to the next row, and for this round we're going to be doing 3 single crochets and then an increase. As you can see, it is creating quite a flat circle, which is what we want, as this is going to be the base for the basket. So for this round we're going to be doing 4 single crochets and then an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then we will do the increase stitch. Now again, we're going to be doing this for the whole entire round. Okay, now I'm going to be working on the last row of the base of the basket. Now we're going to be doing 5 single crochets with an increase. You will now do this for the whole entire row. Okay, now the whole entire base of this is finished. If you want it bigger, all you have to do is continue with the certain number of single crochets and then the increase. So we've just done 5, so you would do 6, increase, 7, increase, etc. This is how big I want mine, so I'm going to stick with this size. And now we're going to be working on these sides, and literally all you have to do this is just single crochet all the way around, however many times you want, to make it as tall as you want. So you literally just do single crochet, and I'm just going to single crochet around my whole entire thing. And when I get back to the stitch marker, I will do the exact same thing over and over again until it is the height that I want it. But that is not all, because I will be showing you guys how to do some handles as well. Obviously, if you don't want handles, you can just leave it when it's at the height you want. So I will come back to you guys once the height is how I want it. Okay, it's been a day or so and I have now got this kind of basket shape. So as you can see, this is kind of how high I want mine. Now I'm going to be working on the handles. Obviously, if you don't want to do handles, you just finish it off here. At the end of the video, I'll be showing you how I finish mine off. If you want to do that, then just skip to the end. but now I'm going to show you guys how I do the handles. You probably should actually count how many rows you have, like how many stitches there is and whatever, but honestly, I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wing it. So at the start of the row, you're going to want to chain however many big you want the handle to be. So I only want a small little handle like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I probably want some more than that, so I'll probably do 10. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have chained 10, so obviously if you want yours to be bigger, you can chain more. And you now just want to count how many stitches, because you've got to remember to do exactly the same on the other side. Now this all depends on your own basket, what you're making. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count 4 spaces, 5 spaces. So I'm going to count 5 spaces along and then put it into the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stitch into here. And then we're just going to do just a normal single crochet. So now as you can see, we have a kind of like handle. You want to go round and just kind of do it on exactly the same side. Obviously, if you want to be more professional, you can count, but I'm literally just going to single crochet, chain 10, count 5, put it in, and then go back round. And then I will tell you how to do the last and final row. Okay, so I have now done, as you can see, both of the, what's it called, handles back at the start, but I'm not quite at my stitch marker, so I still have 1 stitch here, then I have the chain. So what you want to do when you get to the corner of each of the start of the handles, decrease. Now I would tell you why to do this, but honestly I don't really know why you do it. You just do it. And then you're just gonna single crochet into all of the chains. As you can see, I'm now at my last chain, and then we have this, which is straight into the basket. So you just take your hook and put it into the first chain, and then you want to pull a loop through. So you now have 2 loops on your hook here, which is the first single crochet on the basket. So you pull that through and you have 3 loops on your hook. Now literally all you do is you grab it and you put it through the first one, the second one, and the third one. And I always go like that just to like tighten it. But that is literally all you do at the start and the end of each of the handles. Okay, so I am now back at the start. This one was actually my first stitch, but I'm going to do it into this stitch just because it looks a bit weird around here. So all I'm going to do to finish off is literally a slip stitch. So you just insert your hook and pull it through. Then instead of going around it again, you're just going to take that loop, the same loop, and pull it through. Pull it really tight. Cut it about here. Okay, so once you've cut it, you just want to go like this and just take your hook out. Now use a little, I don't know, this isn't a sewing needle, it's just like a crochet needle thing. So now you want to put your needle just into the next stitch, literally put it through, and then in this side of all of the row, you just put your needle in, pull it through, back down, do it in these loops so that it doesn't show, oh there's a hair, so that it doesn't show on the front of the basket. You just want to keep doing that until this has basically gone and you just put it as far around as you want. Okay guys, that is the complete tutorial of how to make this little basket. I would love to know what you guys think of this in the comments, if you've made this, if you found it easy, etc. But this is what it is. Anyways, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching and I hope this was helpful. Bye guys.